Fallout from Trump policies. A Vermont lawmaker is resigning and relocating to Nova Scotia. She says there are a number of reasons for her decision, including her personal safety as a member of the LGBTQ community. Representative Mari Cortez is with us from Vermont. So, Ms. Cortez, why are you making this move?
I am moving so that I can continue to have full-time work, the kind of work that I love, and that is cardiology, intensive care, nursing. I am also moving because part of the reason I'm looking for full-time work is our healthcare system in the state of Vermont is in the process of potentially collapsing. Many nurses are losing hours. Hospitals are lowering their average daily census in order to lower cost. And if the federal bill, the so-called Big Beautiful Bill, passes and Medicaid rates are significantly cut, that will devastate hospitals and clinics across the country and including in Vermont. So my prospects as someone who loves to work, and I love my job and my career, my prospects are not looking good. And I'm also very horrified by what is happening in my country, what the government is doing. And I myself have experienced personal attacks and death threats as a state representative and as a public person. I just want to be somewhere where I can do what I love, which is working with other people to try to make things better and to be able to be who I am, a queer woman, and someone who loves to work and loves the outdoors. And Nova Scotia has all of that. And Nova Scotia, I'm so grateful. They have opened their door and helped me through the immigration process, the licensing process, so that I can work as a nurse in Nova Scotia. And I'm very excited. I'll be heading out in about 2 weeks, and I'll be working in Valley Regional Hospital in Kentville.
Okay. I want to ask you about, or maybe have you talk about the political tension and the turmoil in the U.S. that you allude to there. We just saw the shooting of the Minnesota lawmaker. How much does that part of the culture or the equation enter into your decision?
It certainly underscores that I'm making the right decision. The amount of hate and vitriol has increased so much in the last 10 years, especially since the first Trump administration. And I would also say COVID, I think, created a lot of trauma for a lot of people. And I think maybe lashing out it may be part of that trauma. And then we've become such a virtual society, and it's so much easier to not see the humanity in other people when you're communicating through a screen.
So are you?
Yes.
Are you in some ways? Sorry to interrupt there, but are you in some ways making a political statement, or at the very least a political example, by doing what you're doing here?
Not intentionally. I tend to work for others much more than I do for myself. I think this is one of the first times I've taken such a big step towards taking care of myself. I've been very active in social issues around LGBTQ plus issues, healthcare issues, immigration issues, and I think that's where I have why I have received some of the hate that I have in the United States. I've also received a lot of support, but I as I said earlier, I just want to go somewhere where I can do the work that I love, be the person that I am, and be in community with other people.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Making the community great.
Sorry to hear about your troubles there. Quickly, just before I let you go, we've been making a lot of efforts in this province and this country to bring professionals here, medical professionals in particular. How did you find that transition?
The Nova Scotia Health, from the recruiter to the immigration consultant, everyone has been fabulous. They've been very helpful. Currently, All Points Relocation is helping me find a place to live, and my immigration consultant has guided me through the CUSMA process. I'll be going to the border tomorrow to get my 3-year work permit, my SIN number, and a bank account. And all of it has been very straightforward, and everyone's been very kind, and I'm very grateful.
Okay, well, maybe we'll see you on the roads in Nova Scotia sometime. You never know. You know, we operate on the metric system here. Are you ready for that?
I'm practicing up on the metrics and all things Canadian. I have a very soft spot for Canada. I spent a lot of time in Ontario in the wilderness as a kid. So I feel like in some ways like I'm coming home.
Well, very nice. We welcome you when you do get here. Nice to chat with you today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.